Mooseph.
Oh shit!
Mooseph,
Come on, let's move.
How you doing tonight? This is reminiscent of Resident Evil 2.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
That's
Pretty
gotta
good.
be intentional, right? Like the RE2 kind of like
I think so.
setup here, like a little bit of a.
When's that coming out?
January, which is
Pick up the
far
fucking-
away.
That's my most anticipated game.
I gotta play
straight
this
up.
before that because I've never played 1 or 0.
Ooh,
The only ones I played are 5 and 7.
wow.
I started
like
at
part
4.
of 4.
Yeah,
Part of
I
4.
started at 4 basically.
I said
But
I
you
got
know what?
to that-
I've played 1 though. I have played 1.
I get to the part with Ashley like, no, I'm good, and then put it down and never played it.
Oh,
my
dude,
gosh.
it's like one of the best ones. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Doesn't have a plan though.
But Mooseph, how can we help you tonight?
Well, I started playing Metal Gear 5.
Oh.
First Metal Gear I played.
Why didn't Billy follow me?
First one I played.
It's the first one you're playing. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
and there's
cool.
fucking like, yeah, I'm like a couple hours into it, and it's been pretty fun.
I'm still. I gotta tell you, my heart is still beating, and I'm still sweating from that timer counting
You
down.
did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I think I lost my cool.
No,
No.
man.
I've seen you.
You're under fire. That's scary.
Why aren't they
Hunter.
following you?
I gotta select it. It must have gotten unchecked. But are you liking Metal Gear 5 so far?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I know that the other ones are they're not open world, and I was just
No.
gonna ask, am I like fucking up like the story if I'm starting on 5? I mean, I guess that's.
I don't think so.
No.
Are you playing by yourself or are you playing with a co-op friend?
Oh, I'm just playing by myself.
Okay.
Can
I
you
don't-
do those missions co-op?
No.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play the whole game co-op.
Uh,
You guys
no,
can play the
you're
whole
talking
game
about
co-op.
Resident Evil. He's talking about Metal Gear.
Oh, yeah, Metal
shit.
Gear.
I'm sorry.
I do
swear
that all
thought
the
he
time.
said-
I
I'm
do that
so
all the
fucking
time.
Dude,
Sorry,
if
I
could play
apologize.
Metal Gear 5 co-op and be quiet, or like Garrett can be quiet and I can be Snake, that would be so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
I'd
I
be
mean,
down.
I kind of thought maybe we'd get something like that in FOBs.
Yeah,
Because
me
you
too.
can jump in and train with your buddy on a FOB, and you could both basically like look at the cutscene doesn't render his costume.
No.
And now we've reached this point in video games too where they're remastering everything in HD, like you were saying on PS4, Ryan.
Yeah.
But the games now look better than the cutscenes.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
always
yeah.
the opposit. The cutscenes look way better than the gameplay.
It's because they had to lock down the file.
And now we've up-resed all the environments and skinned it, and the goddamn graphics look better on the game action than the cutscene action.
Who's this spooky motherfucker?
This is the
that
first.
Spencer.
No, it's not Oswald
Oz-
Spencer.
no.
It's Marcus.
Phoenix?
No, he's a early Stars researcher. He was the first manager. This is yeah. See, this is a facility that we've landed in. That's like a training facility for the first mansion. Like
Oh, so this is not the mansion from 1.
no,
No.
it's gonna fit into the Resident Evil trope where there's the big foyer with a left and right wing, and
Yeah.
it definitely feels and is confusing like the mansion. But it's its own thing. It's like a training facility for Umbrella.
That's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's all they get around it by having it architected by the same guy.
Got it.
Guy named Spencer, I think, was the architect. Anyway, you were talking about 5, not Resident Evil, Metal Gear, and I don't think playing that out of order from the other ones will fuck the story up for you,
Nope.
really.
I don't think any
Oh,
Metal
yeah.
Gear suffers from being played on its own.
No, I think it's great going from Peace Walker to Phantom Pain, though, because you have a lot of emotion about your mother base and its men.
Yeah.
At least I did.
Yeah.
I would disagree with what Brian just said about. I think there's one Metal Gear you can't play first.
You can
and
have
get
one
it,
kiss.
and that's 4.
You can't play 4 first.
I think you can.
I think a lot. I've only played 1 through 4. I have not played 5 or Peace Walker, but I would say that a lot of 4 is predicated on you knowing what the fuck is going on.
I think they do a good job of letting you know what's happening in 4 so that you can follow along even if you don't. But if you go back and get the substance from the other games, it will definitely help enrich what goes on. I played it over the summer, and I think you could definitely play that. I don't recommend starting with the end of the series, but
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's-
definitely start there.
you can.
And still get it. And then like when you go back, it's like oh, and it would be that kind of like all these revelations at once. But
Ooh.
if you
Yeah,
if
sure.
you can, don't play 4 first.
Yeah.
So speaking of that classic mansion-esque foyer.
Yeah.
I mean, here we're even lit with like
items.
pyres
Hashtag
of
lit.
flame.
Is that a typewriter?
That is a typewriter.
Hell
And-
yeah.
Right.
And I dropped my ink ribbons back there so we can pick up some new ones here. Actually, I picked the ink ribbons up. I just didn't pick up the 2 combat knives. When you get off the train, all those items dump on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, back where you were, where everything was
yeah.
on fire? Okay.
And I don't need the hook shot or the knives, I don't think, so I left those.
Hmm.
But I got eaten alive trying to pick up the fucking Molotovs that I was so stupidly leaving behind.
Well, Mooseph, did you have any questions for us or any other comments?
Yeah, I got another question.
Yeah.
I watched Martin Scorsese's Mean Streets last night, second time.
Okay.
I haven't
And-
seen
and
Mean
it was-
Streets.
I've
That's
never
one
seen
of the
it.
ones I haven't seen. That-
Yeah.
It's pretty. The first time I watched it was I was kind of, you know, I thought it was alright, but I was kind of a little bit disappointed by it. A lot of people said it was like one of his best, but after I rewatched it, like that movie has such an awesome like gritty aesthetic and like just
Mean
style,
Streets.
and like even it's like one of his first movies, and even like
Yeah.
you can see how great Scott
Is that
Scorsese
Mean Streets was
already.
before Raging Bull?
I think it
Raging
was.
Bull's in black and white, so I always thought that like to me equals first movie, but that's not
No, it's
that's
not.
not the case. That's just Clerks and Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save since there is
But,
a typewriter,
Smart.
and it's right.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't saved it all this entire stream, right?
No, we haven't had a chance. I
then
mean,
yes,
yeah,
I
then
would
we
say that this is a
definitely
very
got it.
good time to save.
I asked in chat to Rocco what his favorite Scorsese movie was, and he said Raging Bull. What are your guys' favorite Scorsese movie?
Taxi Driver.
movies?
Gangs of LA or Gangs of New York.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that.
that's a tough one for me, but give me a second. I have to think about it because I want to say
mean-
Gangs in New York right away, but I know it's not Gangs.
I'll tell you, Nick Cage in
Taxi Driver's really good.
Taxi Driver's really good, but an underrated film, Nick Cage in the '90s film
Millimeter?
Bring Out Your Dead
Oh,
by Martin
Bringing Out the
Scorsese.
Dead, or-
Bringing Out the
Bringing
Dead
Out the Dead.
is fucking. It's good, man. I mean, it's out there. It's a
it
good movie though.
was. God, what am I? Oh, I would say Goodfellas is really good.
Goodfellas is really
Goodfellas
good.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Let's see what's behind this
I've
door.
probably seen
incredible.
Goodfellas like 40 times.
King
Casino.
of Comedy, I haven't seen all of it because I always fall asleep because I'm dumb and I put it on late, but it's good.
Casino is
I
so
like Shutter
good.
Island. That was fun.
You know, I just recently watched Shutter Island. It's
It's Scorsese doing a
good.
movie that he doesn't
It's
normally
fun.
do. It's a thriller. It's fun.
Yeah.
it's not the best movie ever, but
Yeah.
hey, it was a good time.
I'm not. Oh fuck! Fuck! I'm not that in.
Oh, shoot.
That guy was all wiggling and
Yeah,
jiggling.
he
I
was
don't
in the
like it.
Transform.
It's a Blobman.
I don't know if I like Leo DiCaprio in the Scorsese stuff, like in recent shit.
I think Wolf of Wall Street.
I like
is
him in Wolf of
fucking
Wall Street.
fantastic.
Yeah, he's great
I
in
still
Wolf
haven't seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is such a fun movie.
It
Yeah.
is, but
Have you
it's
seen
not-
The Departed?
It's not great.
Oh
Departed-
yeah, I've seen The
I
Departed.
would say
Departed is a
that's
great
up
movie.
there. That's up there with one of my favorites.
It's pretty good. You know what? I could do without that soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I don't
well,
like that
specifically
fucking
one
Flogging
song.
Molly or whatever
Oh.
that fucking band they
Oh,
always
then
play.
I have
is.
nothing to say.
Oh, okay.
I love The Departed. I don't like that soundtrack either, but I love The Departed.
I like that soundtrack.
And I fucking love The Aviator. I love The
Yeah,
Aviator.
I've never seen
Aviator's
it.
Good.
Is
I
it-
did not care
good?
about Shutter Island. I didn't give a fuck about Shutter Island.
Yeah.
But I like those other two a lot. I just want to give it 2 cents.
Oh yeah. It's a lot.
2 cents, baby.
He's got a lot of good.
Are you
movies.
guys in Gangs of New York? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite
Oh, that-
Scorsese movie.
Really?
It-
I haven't seen
I
that
just
yet.
did not care for that.
I
movie.
fucking
it's
love
one
that
of my
movie.
favorite movies he's done. It's probably up
Really?
there in my top 5.
Wow.
It's-
Yeah, for some reason that one
Wow.
didn't connect to me.
I think it kind of came out at a time where it felt like it had this like whole patriotic like undertone to it, where it's like,
Really?
yeah, America, but it's like one of those. It's a historically accurate film, kind of retelling the like
Origins of.
Yeah, like
oh fuck
holy
this.
shit.
What the fuck is
like-
that?
Ugh,
what
that's
happened
Mr.
in-
Marcus.
It's a Jiggleman.
Manhattan in like the late 1800s, early,
Yeah.
like how, the Irish people weren't really respected or.
Yeah, and even and they've kind of been that. It's kind of an era forgotten.
Yeah. It's a time in America where there was a lot of discrimination against like Italian immigrants, Irish immigrants. So it kind of shows that struggle in the war that they went through.
Yeah.
I forgot, like Cameron Diaz is in that.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
There's definitely value to it.
Daniel Day-Lewis is
Well,
incredible.
God,
I
he's
would
so good.
I would say that not only is that I think my favorite Martin Scorsese movie, but I would tie that with There Will Be Blood as my favorite Daniel Day-Lewis movie also.
Oh, dude, I just saw the God, I wanted to say The Master, but I wanted to say Phantom Thread.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Still haven't seen that either.
I saw that
Haven't
about a
seen
month
that
ago,
yet.
and Phantom Thread was incredible.
shit,
Yeah, did you like it?
Shit,
Oh, I
oh,
thought it
shit.
was so great.
I could see that.
Get the fuck out.
I guess I could see that not connecting to some people,
Yeah.
but I didn't know who to recommend it to, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I was personally
Oh
very
shit.
affected by it.
She's still
I
in
would,
there.
I would,
oh fuck.
shit!
Oh,
I would
fuck.
recommend it to anybody who likes Kubrick movies.
Fuck.
yeah,
Ah!
yeah, I could.
No!
I could see that.
Because it's very Kubrick,
Quick turn!
and it's very. You think it's going to
She
be kind
won't-
of
Well, how do I hit the map?
like his other movies,
Ah.
like The Master, like There Will Be Blood, like Boogie Nights, which can get super intense. And there are those scenes in The Phantom Thread, but it's more subtle than any of his other
subtle
movies.
and interpersonal versus something anything bigger than that.
Yes, and I thought it was just really. I thought overall it was one of his best films that he ever made. Like the sound, the cinematography, like the acting, everybody in that
I
movie.
was kind of blown away that didn't win Best Score. At the,
Yeah.
when the Oscars came around and they gave it to like what? They gave it to
What did win
Shape
Best-
of Water won Best Score, and I was
Huh.
like, I mean the score was good in that movie, but I left Phantom Thread like fucking haunted by the music.
Yeah.
Everything else, yeah, sure, but the music was like I couldn't
Amazing.
stop thinking about, and how did that not? I don't know why the Oscars hate Johnny Greenwood so
I don't know,
much.
yeah.
Remember they shafted him on the There Will Be Blood thing,
Yeah.
because they were like, oh, part of this was written at another time, or like another, he
What?
sampled something from another time period or something. So they were like, oh, disqualified. It's like, okay.
That's dumb.
And
Because-
I mean, the There Will Be Blood score, is that not like one of the most iconic parts of that movie? Like,
Oh,
yeah, I would
The
say
Oscars
so.
stopped
Incredible.
mattering years ago, to be completely fair.
All those
Sure.
award shows are, I feel like, such bullshit.
To me, what the value of the Oscars is, what I like when the Oscars come around, purely because I like the nominees, because it gives me a list
Of things you need
of
to see.
of the artistically, like, what someone considered to be artistically valuable and whatever.
Sure.
It gives me a list of shit to check out. What actually wins, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, those are the nominees. Hey, I just saw 10 really great movies. Okay. Or maybe I didn't care for this one or whatever. It gives me something, but I don't care what wins. really.
And that's kind of like, that's why exactly I pay no stock into who wins, because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. The point of the Oscars is to show you movies that you would want to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I never
kinda
would have
like the-
discovered like Moonlight or
Yeah.
Fences or stuff like that. And then because those got nominated, I checked them out and they were great.
Yeah.
But I'm often too exposed to like Marvel and shit.
Yeah.
And I might have only heard of that if.
Yeah.
So I like when the nominees come around. What wins, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mooseph, did we
Yeah,
answer
that's
your
all.
question there?
Did we get you, Mooseph?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Any parting words for us?
Anyone else feel like they kind of just gave Leo that Oscar just for free?
What?
I think that they felt like they owed him one when the one year he was nominated for Blood Diamond and The Departed, and he basically should have won that year, but they split the votes between him on two different movies, which was
Blood
dumb.
Diamonds.
But yeah,
I never
but he
saw
was probably
Blood Diamond
great in
either.
it.
What?
But no, I think Leo deserves an Oscar. Doesn't matter what for. He is one of the
Yeah,
best
that-
actors. If you wanna put any clout in what the Oscars
He's
is,
good.
But I think ultimately it's like the Michelin Guide. It's meant to sell you to go see more movies. It's put on by the Motion Picture Association of America.
I
It's meant
agree.
to sell.
Oscars aren't about the movie you did. It's now, well, you've done enough that you finally earn one.
Yeah,
It's like, we're going to give it to you for this movie, even though you should have got it 3 movies
It's movie
ago.
politics.
But we couldn't give it to you then because that's when the guy that got, that deserved it for his last 3 movies. So it's like, they're not awarding on merit of what you're doing anymore. It's now, you've been here long enough, you get in, here's your Oscar.
It's movie politics. That's why there's a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Is Rebecca wasting her ammo, or is she
I
helping?
don't know. I think she's
I only got room in my life
There she
for
goes.
one type of politics, and that's backstage politics.
There you
Let's
go.
talk wrestling.
Backstage
There you go.
politics.
Mooseph,
No, guys.
Go ahead and give
it
us
was-
some words to matrix you out on.
There he
Damn it.
goes. Guys.